One of the interesting topic that comes to my mind that when I was talking with my dad over the phone, and he was asking about, I have heard that some stuff about artificial intelligence, and now the technology is trying to bring more facilities for mankind or for humans, and it's very interesting. So that is why this topic comes to my mind about artificial intelligence and human intelligence. I took about 1 hour to discuss about everything. Then my dad started laugh at me, and I will definitely explain what was the conclusion and what had happened. I will definitely explain the conclusion, what happened, and why my dad started laughing at me. It's very interesting. All right, so we're going to distinguish in between artificial intelligence and human intelligence. The main purpose of the artificial intelligence is to bring a facility for mankind or for human. Same as whoever invented the computer, and the main purpose of inventing a computer is to bring a more facility for the mankind, or we can say for human. And let's say modernized life required less paper, and from traditional ways of working to the computerized working. So I think AI is a 0.1, or can say, if we can talk about the computer itself, it is 0, and 0.1 is an artificial intelligence. So as I mentioned, that artificial intelligence, the main purpose is to bring a facility for human, such as automation car. So what is the main purpose of automation car? Is to help you. You don't have to drive and go and order automation car, and it comes and pick up you and drop you where you're supposed to go. Let's say another example of artificial intelligence is a grocery shop. If you're lazy and you don't want to go to grocery shop, and there's a chance where you can order the grocery, and the grocery shop will drop the bag of the grocery, whatever you ordered. It comes to right in front of your door. So go ahead and open the door, and you see the grocery is there. The same thing is, let's say, the vacuum machine, right? The vacuum machine is, if you set up a certain time, let's say from 7 to 7:30 a.m. before the official hour, the automation, the vacuum machine, the AI vacuum machine will start working and cleaning your room, and then after that you're good to go. The same thing is with let's say I'm a witness of a coffee shop, one of the coffee shop that runs by AI in Silicon Valley. So just order, or maybe it's not a voice command. I just noticed that I saw a video. It's just click, and which kind of flavor you want, and you see that robot is trying to mix the, let's say, coffee latte or espresso or cappuccino coffee. If you want, they mix it and give it to you the best taste of the coffee that you like to drink. This is the main purpose of artificial intelligence. So one of the scientists, he said that if I want to build an artificial intelligence, let's say a robot, to help me most of the stuff in my routine in my life, probably it takes about 10 years to build a very let's say a very profound AI or artificial intelligence robot to do the certain task that I can get the benefit of it. This is the portion that we can call artificial intelligence, virtual reality, or robotic, and so on. The another part is very important. I need, of course, the audience as well attention, and the another portion is human intelligence. It's very important. First we have to believe that human is intelligent, because whatever robot that you would see on the future, or whatever technology that you can see, is invented by humans. So we believe that human is intelligent than artificial intelligence. We are not comparing about memorizing things, coming with a good conclusion, and so on. But generally, even though if a very smart artificial intelligence, when it comes with the very, very profound and accurate result, rather than most of the people on this planet, let's say someone has built it, a group of the people, they put their head together and they run an algorithm, and after that you can see the result. So let's talk about another portion of the portion that we are trying to discuss. This is the discuss that I have done with my dad, human intelligence. So as I mentioned, that one of the computer scientists, he said about 10 to 11 years gonna take for me to build a very, very profound and very precise artificial intelligence to help the most part of my life. What my dad said that I remember when you were 9 years old, 8 years old, he said that I remember that when you were 9 years old, whenever I need anything, I ask you and I ask your brother. For example, I need a grocery shop or I need a grocery. He said, instead of trying to figure out using a computer, I was like, hey, Ilyas, and I said, what? Go ahead and get some grocery from grocery shop and bring it home. So at that time, so of course, as a part of our culture, in our culture, it's very, very important to we respect the seniors, and including mom and dad's, grandfather and grandmom, and so on. Even in the neighbors, even whoever is senior than our age, we respect. This is a part of our culture. He said, I ask you to go ahead and grab a grocery. You grab a grocery, and he said, whenever I was trying to go some places, I asked your brother to drop me there. So he know how to drive a car, since you're not in a good age to drive. And he said that your brother was good at driving a car from one place to another place. He said, I'm asking your brother to go ahead and grab the grocery shop or drive me to one place to another place. For vacuum machine, it was very funny. He said, for vacuum machine, let's say that's where I got married. And one of the most important part of to be in a types of traditional, let's say in Afghanistan, women's mostly managing the house. Man is managing the finances stuff, so bringing money, and then the woman which is a mother of 2-3 kids will take care of the rest. So means he said for vacuum machine, let's say my wife, your mom, as the one who clean up in the places, and without asking him or without asking her to do this and that, and she knows the routine. Early morning, make sure everything is clean, and at the evening, make sure everything is clean, because I'm coming home and the kids are also coming home, and she's also very conservative to make sure that all the stuff is very clean and without any issues. Now back to the coffee. In Afghanistan, we don't have a coffee. We have a green tea. We have a black tea. So we have a very, very, we have a very tasty black and green tea. He said, whenever I was looking for a tea, either I will make a tea or I will ask my wife to, do you mind if you make a cup of black tea? Let's see. My dad, he is a big fan of black tea, I remember. And he said, my wife will make a cup of coffee for me in case if I need, or a cup of tea if I need. And he said, whenever I get bored at home and I ask my friend to join me in this place where we can sit together and talk about any topics, but we'll definitely have a green tea and black tea. My dad is a big fan of, as I mentioned, black tea with the sugar. And I still consider myself to drink a tea, but of course with the sugar, brown sugar. And this is very interesting. I know some of our audiences also got the point. He said in the terms of, let's say, if it comes to my mind, like, okay, if we let's say build an apps to reminds me like every morning 8 a.m. I have to take my medicine. And my daddy said that that was your task, you, your brother, and your sister, to remind me like, hey, 8 o'clock, that before you get your breakfast, make sure to get your pills or make sure to get the medicine that the doctor recommend you or offer you. And it's very funny because my daddy said, so what makes the difference between my life and a computer scientist life who built a robot, who helped the civilization? I helped the civilization, or a computer scientist who are a big fan of technology and he's trying to build an AI to do this kind of stuff. And one of the important things that I share with my dad is like, hey dad, we are not, in the terms of technology, we are not get close to the place where can AI have a consciousness to start feeling in which situation you are, in which condition you are. Let's say if my dad is in a financial condition, and probably me and my brother, my uncle, neighbors, family trying to come with some solution like, hey, if you're in this situation, so let's do this and that in order to make more money, or this is how we can save the money, right? And that is that's why my daddy said that human has a perception. So you can realize someone, you can feel someone. He said that if I see a robot comes in front of me and say, how are you? He said it doesn't make sense for me to say I'm good or I don't feel good, because he said the machine is not having the same properties that we have. It turns out the philosophy discussion, I was like, wait a minute, it's very interesting topic. I was get confused too. I was like, I don't know. He said, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer artificial intelligence or human intelligence? He said, so I personally, as a human intelligence, I got married and I have kids. So whatever I need, my kids will do for me, and my wife and the society, my friends, and so on. So he was like, what else can AI do that the human may not able to do that? That is a good question, and I thought to ask this question to the audience as well, and those who are watching my video. It's very interesting, and I'm still in a place where, whether you believe it or not, to think and figure out which one is the best, because my dad, he really he got me in the corner of the ring, and he bombarded with too many questions back and forth, and I was like stuck, and what am I supposed to do? And he said, in terms of realization, if I feel pain, when you look at me and say, oh no, you're not feel good, so you have to stay at home, relax, so you really work hard. And he said, do you think that AI will be able to, when AI look at me and say, hey, you didn't feel good, and so on, there's a certain things that we can do through the computer that's available right now. It shows your heart rate, blood pressure, and so on. But let's say the AI doesn't know that the routine works, which kind of work you're doing. Is it hard work? Is it a soft work? Or is it a soft work, and so on? I was like try to find out which way is better. Artificial intelligence is better or human intelligence is better. As I mentioned in the early of my conversation, that human is of course intelligent. That's why we have artificial intelligence. But on the future, if my dad, he said that my encouragement for the younger generation is to get married, have a kids, and then is it part of our tradition? in our culture, even though it's in our religion as well, that you have to get married and have kids, and your kid's gonna be artificial intelligent, and you're gonna be relaxed, and you're gonna stay at home without any issue, without any stress, without any depression, because your kids will definitely support you. They say that's another law of nature. If you support your parents, on the future your kids will support you and help you as well, because this is the law of nature. It goes both way. And this was a topic that I discussed with my dad, and I'm still kind of confused to ask the audience which one is most important, artificial intelligence or human intelligence. It's very important.